What's up, guys? It's your boy LGM. Native Instruments released a new plugin called Ethereal Earth. Is it really nice and worth even spending $50? Or are there other things we can be spending our money on? Let's find out. Maybe a month or two ago, Native Instruments started collaborating with Soundwide, which a few other companies all partnered together with to release a bunch of free stuff for musicians and offer discounts on different stuff throughout that month. So I was able to snag this for free. Now, it's obviously too late if you're watching this to get this for free, but it is on Native Instruments' website for $50. Is it worth it? I'm trying to find out. I already got it pulled up. All I'm doing is just testing this out. I'm using the contact player for it. So let's pull this up, see what it starts. So the first set is Jupiter's Organ. And I'm kind of pleasantly surprised. Let's just try a C major. Ooh, that saturation is nice. Okay, let's throw in some more rotator and just. That's just a low C and C1, -1. Adding another C. Oh, I really like that. It starts to overlay a ton of saturation. Let's try some other stuff. Chords. I don't know. Bad house. I think that sounds bad, but you might be into that. City of Industry. I hate that. Let's try High Winds. So let's look into this. So I know that the way that this works is they're always going to be using two different sounds and just mashing that together. You got the balance right here to split between the two. So still another just C major. That's all of A. This is all of B. I really like B. I like these long droning atmospheric things, and it does show that we are able to automate this. So this is news to me. Maybe you guys would like this, but it's a cool thing that this plugin's able to do. If you want to press this button, it says Randomize Layer Sound Source. And it's also going to change the way that it's automating and the balance on top of that. If you want to look up individual ones, you can start to mash that together, especially as you become more accustomed to it. Let's try a few more sounds just so you guys can get a good idea about what this comes with to begin with. Pearly Arp within the sequenced, within the sequenced section. Pearly Arp is not my cup of tea, but for most things, most sequence things, I really don't love those. Let's try this. I don't know why I would ever put that in my music. That's all I'm saying. Katana. Ah. I can't play the end of the SpongeBob thing. I wish I could. Is that not the beginning of the Backstreet song? It's like, everybody, Backstreet's back. Alright. What is going on here? Interesting. There's these quarter notes called Nya tank or NYA tank, and then this one. It's having a slight duck. You can hear that on every downbeat. Ah, there's our sequencer. So if you pull up the macros button, then oh no, if you just press the sequencer, you just got to press the right button and then everything will come up. Okay, and this right here tells which one is the first step. I was a little confused by that, so I'm just playing around. But yeah, so you can change the scale, the root key. I just made this one up. It's starting on first one. First step is on 8. Alright, enough of that. That's kind of stupid. Let's look at some cool pads. We'll call it done as far as demoing this, and then I'm going to give my honest opinion about would I pay 50 bucks for it, and if I would or wouldn't, are there anything else that I should look at before looking at this? 1,000 hisses makes me kind of want to poop. Nah, I'm joking. So let's do that. Let's see if I can come up with a quick beat. So I'm just trying to make a simple beat, give you guys an idea of what I would probably be using this for. So now that we have the notes of that, that'll be kind of our melody and what's in the background. I might add something to it. Let's see. Let's just try. Not that. Let's try another atmospheric thing. Alright, so we'll throw that in underneath, just quietly. It's another atmospheric one. Okay, let's throw in some 808s. Okay, let's add one more thing to this, and then we'll call it quits. So the point of this is just showing like, can we make a beat out of this simply? Is it that hard to do? I'm leaning towards no. I found something really quick. I'm about 4 tracks in. I mean, I'm coming up with my samples right now, pulling up my drum machine designer, and I think it's gonna sound great. I'm gonna do disco, just because it has some live sample hats I really like. It's a looser sound I really like. So we'll throw that on twice so I have more freedom with that. And then we'll find some kicks. I'm gonna use a more modern kick. Actually, let's try and do more of like a lo-fi sounding snare with that. Okay, so just like that, within like 10 or 15 minutes, I've created a beat. I've showed you guys what it can sound like. Would I get it? Personally, with what I already have, I don't think that I would need it. So, what do I have? I have Serum, I have Anitu, I automatically get Alchemy because I use Logic. Most of what you can be replicating or getting with this could probably either be found online for free, or you can get something very similar through other VST synths that you probably already have. Is it the end of the world if you got it because you thought it was the coolest thing? No. I still think it's a really cool plugin. I just don't think that it's going to be one that I end up pulling up time and time again. For me, most of the time, what I will end up doing is an Anna 2, even for my background stuff. And when I'm looking for something really, really interesting, I normally pull up Spitfire Labs. Spitfire has a bunch of VSTs, and they're super expensive. They're also some of the best in the market. So to try and help out, the college kids and everyone else in the world who's broke, they started releasing Spitfire Labs, which are free versions of some of their current plugins, as well as just other little, it seems like, experiments that they had. So they've recorded things from towns and cities to guitars to horns, all kinds of different little interesting VSTs that are included within their own player. It's completely free to use, and I would highly recommend that you do that. Download any of their sounds before you try and purchase this. I could be wrong though. If you have any questions, leave it down below. And what's your opinion on Ethereal Earth? I don't think that I would use it for my day-to-day, but if you are, please tell me why. What's the thing that's really drawn you in to be using that day-to-day? Thanks so much for checking it out. I hope you guys learned something. If you did and this brought you value, please like and subscribe. And as always, toodaloo, my dudes. I've been on Twitch recently. I'm trying to get my whole setup figured out so I can start live streaming when I make beats, make lo-fi beats specifically, at least to start off with. And I think this might be one that I'd love to like finish out on there. So that'd be dope. Anyway, if you want to check me out on Twitch, I will have that linked down below.